Okay, so this week we're going to cap off with Lecture 6, and the overarching topic of Lecture 6 is what's called elasticity. And elasticity is just a really fancy word for how one variable changes in reaction to another variable's change. The big one that we'll spend most of the time talking about is called price elasticity of demand. And basically, as the name might suggest, it's how quantity demanded changes as a result of a price change. Okay, so by how much does quantity demanded move upwards or downwards along the demand curve? And there are a few different types of elasticity. There's price elasticity of demand. There's price elasticity of supply. There's cross price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand. And all they're really getting at is how one variable changes in reaction to another. So how quantity demanded changes with price, or how quantity demanded changes with income. Okay. So that'll be the first big piece of the lecture. And then we're going to talk about taxes after that. Okay, so there's basically three parts. As always, we start with a brief review of last week's lecture, and last week's lecture was on price controls. So if you haven't caught that up, or if you're not caught up on that, go watch it, because price controls and elasticity will be the quantitative assignment for this week. Additionally, make sure you're caught up on the midterm solutions if you haven't done that yet. Okay, so anyway, after we do our review, which I'm going to try to keep it to 5-10 minutes at max, then we're going to go back. We're going to talk about elasticity, which, like I said, is the metric for how one variable changes due to a change in another. Okay, and the most common one is price elasticity of demand, which is how price and quantity demanded change together. And then I'll show you the different types of other common types of elasticities. And then time allotment, like depending, we're going to talk about taxes, and then some of that will bleed into next lecture. So I'm going to try to keep it to 3 hours, as I usually try to do. I don't want to hold you up. Let's move on.